No, ma'am. मैं कॉली पा. Wait a moment. Mute already. Allow participant to unmute themselves. Okay.
मैडम ମୁଁ କରିଦଉଛି ଆପଣ
कर
କ୍ଲାସ
दियंतु.
ଅନମ୍ୟୁଟ କରିବେ ତ
हाँ अनम्यूट कर दियंतु जहाँ को दरकार है सेठी मु म्यूट कर दूची मैडम है ना. ओके पिला माने स्लाइड देखा गला ना.
Yes, madam.
मैडम ଆପଣ ଅନମ୍ୟୁଟ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ
स्लाइड दिखा हो रहा है सभी.
Okay. Now slide is visible and me is also audible properly. Yes,
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 ma'am?
madam.
yes
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
ma'am. Continue, please.
Okay. Okay, let's start. See, already we have discussed so many things in the human resource management chapter, management paper. Today, first we will discuss the evolution of human resource management. It means, see, last class we have discussed the function of human resource management, role, skills, responsibility of a HR manager, right? And also we have discussed many things related to this paper. Today, first we will discuss evolution of human resource management. Evolution means what? Evolution means it is the historical development of HRM. It is the, basically we can say, it is a journey of past to present. It is a journey of HRM since past to present. So what was the past scenario and what is the present scenario? These things we will discuss in this evolution of HRM. See, the evolution of HRM, it is based on the chronological sequence. It means what? It is a step-by-step procedure we will discuss here. So first step of the evolution of HRM, it relates to Industrial Revolution era. Based on this, we will discuss to the trade union movement era, then social responsibility era, scientific management era, human relation, behavioral science, system approach era, and human resource management era. After 7 steps, we are there presently, we are there in a human resource management era, right? So here, dear students, we will discuss 18th century to 21st century, the journey of human resource management, 18th century to 21st century, right? See, in the Industrial Revolution era, it is basically, we can say, it is nothing, but it is the introduction of machinery, Industrial Revolution. At the year of 18th century, during the 1850, no, the introduction of machine, no, many industry introduced machines. It means it is hand production to machine production, where hand production to machine production, where it started at that, it was started at the year of 18th century, right? And here, basically we can say, this is the era where industries adopted recruitment concept. While the industry means the industry, no, variety kind of machinery concept adopted by the industries, new machinery, equipments, tools. So at that time, the recruitment concept also adopted by the industry. Well, in that particular area, industry adopted recruitment to worker, training to worker, and control to worker. Recruitment, training, and control system was there. But there is no concern at that time. There was no in that particular era, no, there was no concern for employee and their family members, and the employees basically the basically it was completely not the concern towards the employee. Means the we can say it was at that time, it was a very, we know that everyone know that what was the condition at that particular moment, but overall we can say it was a very industrial in the industry, it was very unhygienic environment, unhealthy atmosphere. Basically we can say the owner was not concerned towards the employee. very poor facility and benefit provided by the industry towards the workers, right? And very poor working condition. Apart from this, child labor, employment of child labor was there, right? Apart from this, women's, ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା women ମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ରାତିରେ କାମ କରିଥିଲେ, worked in the night time, right? Apart from this, the organization also basically adopted what? Industry adopted commodity concept. Commodity concept means what, students? Commodity concept means worker treated as a machinery. Workers treated as a tool, equipments. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମସିନାରୀଟାକୁ ପୁରା ରନ୍ କରୁଛେ ସୋ ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛେ କି ମସିନାରୀଟା ଥକି ଯାଇଥିବ ନ ସେ ଟାୟାର୍ଡ ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ ଆମେ ଭାବୁନେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଫ୍ୟାନଟା ଚଲଉଛେ ଦିନ ସାରା ଆମ ଘରେ କି ରାତି ସାରା ଚଲଉଛେ ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛେ ରନ୍ କରୁଛେ ଭାବୁଛେ କି ନା ନା ଫ୍ୟାନଟା ବହୁତ ଟାୟାର୍ଡ ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ ନା ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦବା ନୁହଁ so this kind of situation was there at that particular moment, right? So government interference very little, very, it means we can say government interference was completely zero, right? Government was not concerned towards the worker. That's why industry treated worker as a, basically we can say machinery and equipment. Use it and throw it. So this kind of situation was there in that particular era at the year of 1850s. ଯେମିତି କି ଆମେ ସେତେବେଳେ କହିବା ଆମ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଥିଲା ଇଷ୍ଟ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ କମ୍ପାନୀ no the condition of East India Company, that the East India Company, what East India Company treated towards the workers, we know that ମାନେ ଆମେ ତ ଦେଖିନେ but somehow ଆମେ ପାଠରେ ପଢୁଛେ, right? So ଏତେ congested, ଏତେ unhygienic, ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ first factory act, when the first factory act was introduced at the year of 1948, so ଏତେ congested ରେ ବି ଲୋକ କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ ଆମର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ କହିଲା 1948 ରେ ନା ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକଠୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ means one person to other person, the factory have to provide some space, right? Space, it must be 14.3 cubic meter. ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକଠୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକର ସ୍ପେସ୍ କିଛିଟା ରହିବା ଦରକାର ବିକଜ ସେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ କ୍ରାଉଡେଡ ଥିଲା, ବହୁତ କମ ଜାଗାରେ ନୁହଁ, ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ଭେରି ସ୍ମଲ୍ ପ୍ଲେସ୍, ଯଦି ଆମେ କହିବା ବହୁତ ଲୋକ କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ, right? So this kind of situation was there at that particular moment, at the Industrial Revolution era. Due to such kind of situation at the year of 19th century, right? So trade union movement era was established. Now trade union movement era, basically what? See, due to such kind of industry, such situation in the industry, so here employee workers and labor dissatisfaction, high level labor dissatisfaction was there in all over the world, right? If we will take the example in our India, high labor dissatisfaction, worker dissatisfaction towards industry was there. Due to this reason, at the year of 1890, 1890, no, the first labor association was formed. The first labor association was formed in India. It was, the name of the association was Bombay Mill Hand Association. And this association was formed by N.M. Lokhande. Under the presidency of N.M. Lokhande, one Maharashtrian, N.M. Lokhande, by all the mill workers formed an association at Bombay at the year of 1890, right? And basically, the objective of this association at that particular moment, the trade union means it is the association of workers. And generally, the objective of trade union to protect their rights. No, basically to adopted collective bargaining system, grievance redressal system, to workers' participation in management. Through this, how we can protect our rights. It means what? Now, through trade union, the union we can bargain with the management related to wages and salary to our employee mananku asibo, wages, working condition, working hours, insecurity job was there at that particular moment, that's why job security, facility and benefit, no, to protect the rights of the workers. So at that moment, the first union was formed. Then after, we can say at the year of 1918, the first registered trade union was formed in India. ସେଇଟା ତ ଆମର ବେସିକାଲି ଆମେ କହିବା ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ ୟୁନିୟନ ଆକ୍ଟ ଆସି ନଥିଲା ସେଇଟା ଆମର ୟୁନିୟନ ଥିଲା ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୟୁନିୟନ in India, right? But first registered trade union was formed at Madras under the Madras Labor Union, we can say Madras Labor Union at the year of 1918 by the presidency of V.P. Wadia. That was the first registered trade union, je ki through legal norms sahita asila, right? So at the year of 1920, first the second trade union was formed. That was the AITC, All India Trade Union Congress, under the presidency of Lala Lajpat Rai, right? So many great eminent personalities, they formed trade union. 1919, Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association formed by Gandhiji, right? So many eminent great personalities, they formed trade union only to protect the rights of the workers, right? जो आमे पढ़िले ऑलरेडी कोन चाइल्ड लेबर वोमेन माने रात्रि काम करथिले अनहाइजेनिक एनवायरनमेंट जिते सब थिला हमर सिचुएशन, राइट? सो से सब को प्रोटेक्ट करबा पई के आसला ट्रेड यूनियन आसला. जितले ट्रेड यूनियन बहुत सारा आसी गला 1800 1918 1920 and formed by the big eminent personalities, right? British government कोन कला 1926 रे अंदला कोन द ट्रेड यूनियन Act 1926. Why? Not to control the union. Union upare kon asigala na tanko upare bahut sara legal term asigala. So GSA union tame form kari paribo nahi. If you want to form union, then you have to follow certain rules and regulations. So at that time adopted by the British government, jota ki say Trade Union Act 1926 ko amena follow koche. Many amendments ho hei chaluchi, but say act achi amar. So this is what the trade union movement era, right? So due to this reason, while the trade union movement era asila, tapre kon hela na social responsibility era, beginning of the 20th century. See, due to many eminent personality formed trade union and workers also feel protected at that particular moment, right? So here it was the great threat towards the owners of the industry. Industry owner mananko somehow threat asile. So it kon karagala na social responsibility era said some factory owners started adopting what? The paternalistic concept, paternalistic approach towards the workers. This paternalism concept actually adopted by Gandhiji, right? In the Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association. That's why this concept followed by many factory owners and started adopting paternalistic approach. Paternalistic approach means what? Now this approach is said, it means the labor is just like a child and the owner is just like a father. Means in the industry, the owner should play a role as a father and treat labor as a children. Basing on these, the owner have to provide facility and benefit towards the worker and the labor. So basing on these, some industries, they try to provide housing facility, right? Reduce working hours, long-term working hours was there. ଲୋକମାନେ 16 ଘଣ୍ଟା 16 hours 18 hours କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆକ୍ଟ 1940 ଥିଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆକ୍ଟ 1881 ରୁ ଦେଖିବେ ଜର୍ନି ଅଫ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆକ୍ଟ 1881 to 1948 ସେତେବେଳେ 16 hours ଲୋକ କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ 1881 ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆକ୍ଟ ଆପଣମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପଢିବେ after many amendments ହେଇଛି 1881 to 1948 ଭିତରେ କେତେ ଆକ୍ଟ ଆସିଛି ତାପରେ ପରେ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆକ୍ଟ Finally, 1948 रे Factory Act asla 1948 रे end karagala 8 hours working hours towards the workers, employees for everyone, and more than 8 hours it should be treated as a overtime. In overtime we have to provide one wages extra. So ये सब frame after independence ये सब पूरा frame ही कैसे? छेटी कौन है ला? ना social responsibility era due to the factory industry owners face lot of challenges, threats, right? Due to the trade union, and they adopted such kind of concept towards the workers and the labor. Then after scientific management era, it was the era of 1900 to 1920s. Scientific management era. Here, the most eminent personality, the most eminent person contributed many things towards the industry and the society. The scientific management era here, the great eminent personality F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor, the father of scientific management, who contributed a lot, who contributed many things, right? Contributed many things towards industry and the society. Based on his experience, based on the ଯେତେ ସବୁ industry କାମ କରିଥିଲେ, ସେ ତିନିଟା big industry କାମ କରିଥିଲେ. F.W. Taylor, right? Father of scientific management. He worked in a Bethlehem, Simon Rolling Mill, and Midwell. Based on his experience and exposure, he contributed many things towards the industry. जोथिरे कि से कहिथिले कोन how the industry must increase its productivity. Through he developed scientific principles of scientific management. That is time and motion study, science but not rule of thumb, differential payment, group harmony. Many things are there in the scientific principles of scientific management. One chapter it is there in your MCP paper. सेठी आपण माने पढिबे. हैला. So तांका contribution, his contribution, right? So se kon kale na many he wrote many articles, many journals, many books. Through this he contributed many things towards the society. How to increase productivity of the industry, right? The great contributor of scientific management, great contributor of F.W. Taylor in the scientific management era towards the industry. Ebbe porjanta ame HR concept ko asine. Human resource management. In this era also, organization treated human being as a machinery equipment. Some little bit facility provided by the organization, but organization not treated human being as a resource, right? Now, in this era, human relation era, no, at the year of 1930s to 50s, the great means we can say the big changes happened in this era. No, we can say it is a kind of turning point towards the industry as well as the employee as well as the labor. In the human relation era, the great contributor Elton Mayo, right? He contributed. So before the scientific management, now F.W. Taylor, Henry Fayol, most eminent personalities contributed so many things towards industry and society, right? ए दुटा चैप्टर आपनकर एमसीपी रे अछि ए जो आपनकर ह्यूमन रिलेशन एरा मध्ये अछि जोटा कि आपनकर एल्टन मायो को कंट्रीब्यूशन सेटा आपन सेठी पढिबे पूरा मु जस्ट खाली आपनको ब्रीफ कहि दोछि अंका कंट्रीब्यूशन ता राइट तापर असले कि ह्यूमन रिलेशन एरा
Ma'am, I want to ask something.
टेल मी
That Elton Mayo, that human relationship principle, is it norms and cohesiveness about that?
No, Elton Mayo was the father of human relation approach, right?
Okay. Okay.
He was the father of human resource management also, we can say. If the organization treated machinery to human being as a, no, see, if the organization treated machinery to human being as a resource due to the contribution by Elton Mayo. And he contributed all those things based on his experiment, and the experiment he contributed. He contributed in a Western Electrical Company. The name of the company was Hawthorne Experiment, right? Where he said, no, we should treat human being as a resource. And he said, a happy worker equal to productive worker. Now, how the worker will be happy in the organization? How the teamwork will develop? How employee motivation? How leadership will be there? If we will treat human being as a resource, right? We should provide physical environment, good physical environment. to the employees, to the workers. Well, no motivated workplace we have to provide according to Elton Mayo. That's why we can, he was a person, no, in this world, he treated as a father of human relation approach and human relation management. He contributed 1924 to 32 in a great Hawthorne experiment where he contributed in a 4-phase illumination experiment, relay assembly test room study, bank wiring observation and room experiment, and interbeing program. In these 4 phases, he contributed in the Hawthorne experiment. And based on this contribution, organization treated human being as a resource. This was the turning point of industry and the worker and labor by the great eminent personality. Now you got it, I think so. No, it must be clear to you. Yes, na? ପିଲାମାନେ ବୁଝିଲେ କି ଯାହା କହିଲି?
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
But I
ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ
was
ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଏରାରେ କଣ ଷ୍ଟେପ ଗୁଡା ନିଆଯାଇଥିଲା ଟିକେ
there
ଆଉଥରେ
is a
କହିପାରିବେ?
principle that is called
Acha.
human relationship principle, which is
Hum-
focus about norms and cohesiveness. Is it that one?
See,
High
see,
norms and low
hum-
cohesiveness, low norms and high cohesiveness.
human resource management era contributed many things towards the organization. Many things, right? The most important thing is he said, no, happy worker is a productive worker. Now, if happy worker, how the happy worker, productive worker can be possible? He justified in these things in a 4 level of experiment, right? Hawthorne experiment. It was a biggest company, electronic company in the Western USA, right? Name of the company was Hawthorne, right? The first step, he contributed as a illumination experiment. Light upare karthile. Illumination mane kon kahle? Light. Light ro, is there any correlation between light to productivity? ସେଟା
ଲାଇଟ୍
ଥିଲା
ଟିକେ
ତାଙ୍କର
ଟିକେ ଦେଇକି
experiment.
ବଢେଇଲେ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ଦେଇକି ବଢେଇ ଦେଖିଲେ କେତେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟିଭ ହଉଛି।
Exactly, sir. ହେଲା ଲାଇଟ୍ ଟୁ ସେ କହିଥିଲେ ଇଜ ଦେयर ଏନି କୋରିଲେସନ ବିଟୱିନ୍ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଟୁ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟିଭିଟି। ଗୋଟେ ତାଙ୍କର କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଥିଲା, ଗୋଟେ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଥିଲା। ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗା ଲାଇଟ୍ ଟା କନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ରଖିଲେ, ଗୋଟେଟା ବଢେଇଲେ କମେଇଲେ, ଯୋଉଟା ସାର୍ କହିଲେ। ସେ ଅନୁସାରେ ସେ ସେଟାକୁ ଟେଷ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲେ ଇଲୁମିନେସନ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ। ରିଲେ ଆସେମ୍ବଲି ଟେଷ୍ଟ ରୁମ୍ ଷ୍ଟଡି, ରିଲେ ଆସେମ୍ବଲି ଟେଷ୍ଟ ରୁମ୍ ଷ୍ଟଡି ସେ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଥିଲେ। ଇଲୁମିନେସନ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ ଟା ଜେନେରାଲି ସକ୍ସେସ୍ ହେଇନଥିଲା, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେ ସେଟାକୁ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଥିଲେ, ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ସେ ବହୁତ ଫିଜିକାଲ ଏନଭାୟରନମେଣ୍ଟ କୁ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିଥିଲେ। ଗ୍ରୁପ ଅଫ गर्ल्स वर्कर माने काम करथिले, जोति कि बहुत फिजिकल फैसिलिटी से इंट्रोड्यूस करथिले, जेमति कि स्नैक्स, टी ब्रेक, शॉर्ट वर्किंग आवर, वीकली हॉलिडे, वीकली रेस्ट, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस व्हाट एमति बहुत सारा से इंट्रोड्यूस करथिले सेठी। एंड सेठी देखिथिले प्रोडक्शन केमिति बढ़िथिला। सेठी पे से कहिथिले फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट इज हाईली एसेंशियल टुवर्ड्स द एम्प्लॉय मोटिवेशन। Money is an important part, but खाली money हमें दे दबा, that is not sufficient towards the employee. So physical environment, it matters a lot towards the employee motivation and job satisfaction, right? Then after से करते ले interviewing program. Interviewing means समस्त को interview करते ले, what is the view of the employee towards the organization. FW टेलर, हेनरी फेयल सेमाने एक्सपेरिमेंट करथिले, सेमाने प्रोडक्शन, मशीनरी, इक्विपमेंट ऊपर, इंडस्ट्री ऊपर, बट ये गोटिए पर्सन असले जे कि ह्यूमन बीइंग ऊपर एनालिसिस करले। दैट्स व्हाई ही वाज द फादर ऑफ ह्यूमन रिलेशन, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट, नो, जोटा कि हमें कहूची। तापरे लास्ट से करथिले बैंक वायरिंग ऑब्जर्वेशन एंड रूम एक्सपेरिमेंट। पाखरे गोटे बैंक थिला, लोक मान सेठी काम करथिले, सेठी ग्रुप लोक केमति काम करछन तापरे से एक्सपेरिमेंट करथिले। सो चारिटा स्टेप रे से करिथिले। So ultimately, ame kahiba, so the contribution by Elton Mayo towards society and industry, it was a turning point where organization actually realized machine is not important, human being is important. The presence of the human being towards the organization, it is highly essential. So we have to fulfill the need and expectation of human resource. Machinery, ଯେତେବେଳେ first machinery introduce ହେଲା, ସେମାନେ କହିଲେ ନା machinery is important, without machinery we cannot produce product। ତାପରେ କଣ ହେଲା, machinery ଆଉ use ଆଉ କିଛି କାମ ଲାଗିଲା, ଯେତେବେଳେ human resource ତାକୁ contribute କଲେନି। ସବୁଠୁ highly flop ହେଲା ଯୋଉଟା କି western electrical company Hawthorne plant, 22,000 workers ସେଠି କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ ଏ western electrical company, more than that, ବହି କହୁଛି 22,000 workers, more than that workers କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ USA ର। से माने एफडब्ल्यू टेलर प्रिंसिपल अडॉप्ट कले हेनरी फॉयल प्रिंसिपल अडॉप्ट सब प्रिंसिपल अडॉप्ट कले फ्लॉप हैला एई प्रिंसिपल इंडस्ट्री उठिला सेटा थिला गोटे माने बिगेस्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट जोटा कि कहबा मो वर्ल्ड रो राइट जोटा कि इंडस्ट्री बंद हवा सिचुएशन को आसी गला सो से इंडस्ट्री जने ओनर आउ एमन एल्टन मायो एंड हिज एसोसिएट्स एल्टन मायो वाज द what professor of Harvard Business Schools of Management and his associates say the owner of the Hawthorne plant मिसी की एटा को करथिले हैला so this is the human relation era dear students behavioral science era see behavioral science era here behavior means introduction of organizational behavior right here to analysis the behavior of the individual in the organization here many great personalities contributed many things towards organization it's I mean मनुष्य को human being कह के treat कले human being को resource कह के treat कले no organization treated human being as a resource and give more priority in comparison to machinery right so behavioral science era here the introduction of organizational behavior to analysis the behavior of the individual towards the organization what kind of behavior the individuals are holding towards the organization whether the behavior is negative or positive right if negative then the organization cannot sustain if positive then organization can sustain if negative how we can convert into positive so here the great eminent personalities contribution K. Maslow's Husberg no towards motivation how to motivate employee at the workplace that contribution by behavioral science era and this next system and contingency approach era at the year of 1916 onwards system approach era we can say where the organization is a system having many subsystem organization हला गोटे major system जो थरे कि बहुत सारे subsystems रहिची so subsystem what is the subsystem of the organization no here many subsystems it is the basically we can say many subsystem means sub departments are there already we have discussed no HR department marketing finance production IT R&D department so these are the sub departments are there subsystems of the organization so how the organization will manage this system and subsystem of the organization this in this particular era that organization basically we can say give more priority to this particular area and after that the human resource management era is there now here
Madam,
organization try to analysis how to manage manpower organization
Excuse me, madam.
treated human ha sir kontu
contingency
sir.
approach.
Hmm.
System and contingency approach. Please explain contingency approach.
No, system and contingency approach both are same, right? Here, organization said contingency means it is more advanced. System said here organization having a system. Organization is a system and having many subsystems. The subsystems are the sub-departments are there, right? In every organization. The departments like HR, marketing, finance, production, R&D department. Now, how we have to manage this department, manage these people in the organization properly, that is the system approach era identified. For that, Stacko, how to manage properly, how to basically, here organization treated human being somehow as a resource, because without human resource, human being organization cannot sustain. Now, how we have to manage properly and systematically, in a systematic manner. That is the meaning of system approach era or contingency approach era, right? Then after human resource management era introduced. And human resource management here, though many systems are there, many subsystems are there, many departments are there, many peoples are there, how we can manage these people? Human resource organization treated all the sub-department, many peoples are working as a resource, organization treated as a resource. Now, how we have to manage it? How we can manage? Though we are there in the human resource management paper, जोटा कि आमे ना पढ़ुचे केमिति आको आमे मैनेज करिबा एइना राइट Many peoples are there in a different department, different subsystem everywhere are there. Now how we have to manage it? हमको केमिति manage करियो? जो manage करिबा को कहला human resource management. Organization treated human being as a resource. Now how we have to manage it? आको हमें केमिति manage करियो? एटु पढिबा हमें start करिया manage करिबा. Job analysis too, no? Job analysis, human resource planning, recruitment, selection, many things we will discuss here. Through this, we can manage R to R function, recruitment to retirement. Through this, we are managing the people at the workplace. Industry managing the people, no? Recruitment to retirement. Providing every facility and benefit. जोटा कि आमे ए टू स्टार्ट करिबा मैनेजमेंट हैला
मैडम आ ऊपर क्वेश्चन आसियो
आउ हम काई पढेले इवोल्यूशन ऑफ एचआरएम गोटे लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन खाली गोटे एक्सक्लूसिव धरंतु आपनको जति क्वेश्चन आसेला ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट ऊपर व्हाट इज ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव नेचर स्कोप ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट हैला से कंबाइन करिकि पचारिबो बट इवोल्यूशन जतले आसीबो एक्सक्लूसिव इवोल्यूशन ऊपर खाली आसीबो धरंतु एचआर मैनेजर ऊपर क्वेश्चन आसला हु कैन बी एचआर मैनेजर व्हाट आर द रोल्स स्किल्स रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ मैनेजर चेक सब को कंबाइन करिकि आसीबो right dharantu what is human resource management what are the objectives and functions of human resource management explain right but evolution exclusive karan eta itself gote big chapter apana starting ro neki e parjanta apana kichi nai bahut easy achi hela apana ko evolution of human resource management eta quite easy re apana ko padhichi industrial revolution time re kon heitila taku lekhibe trade union movement introduce heitila kon karithila social responsibility paternalistic approach adopt karthile right and scientific management FW Taylor का contribution टिके लिखी देबे human relation era रे एल्टन मांकर contribution टिके लिखिबे behavioral science era रे आपनकर असले किए हमर मास्लो हसबर्ग माने organization OB behavior ऊपर बहुत सारा contribute करछन ता ऊपर टिके लिखि देबे system contingency approach रे लिखिबे subsystem of organization having a system and organization is a system and having many subsystem right so से सब किए HR marketing finance production now how to manage it सेति पा असला human resource management हला ए सब हला आपनकर कोन evolution of human resource management clear ना पिला माने हां
मैम साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट एराटा टिका आउथरे कहते
scientific management कहली परा the scientific management era here the great contributor contributes a lot towards the organization that was the FW Taylor Frederick Winslow Taylor hela Frederick Winslow Taylor was the father of scientific management, where he contributed time and motion study, science not rule of thumb, differential payment अच्छी आपण याक पढिबे मुई आपण खाली काई कहि देले कहले याक आपण पढिबे आपण एमसीपी पेपर FW Taylor को पढिबे हेनरी फ्याल को पढिबे एल्टन माइन को पढिबे हैला तो सीए कहिथिले कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रे हमें कोन करबा ना he contributed many things towards the organization खाली मन रखिबे FW Taylor को आ तांका कंट्रीब्यूशन 4-5 टा प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट से डेवलप करथिले तारु 2-4 पॉइंट मन रखि देबे टाइम एंड मोशन स्टडी साइंस बट नॉट रूल ऑफ थंब डिफरेंशियल पेमेंट ग्रुप हार्मोनी एमती सब से कंट्रीब्यूट करथिले हैला
ओके
ओके चलो नेक्स्ट कली पिला माने आकु टिके एमती मन रखिबे सुनंतु आपनकर अछि गोटे चैप्टर अछि डिफरेंस बिटवीन पर्सनल मैनेजमेंट एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट एटा खाली मु डिफरेंस 5 मार्क्स रो क्वेश्चन खाली डिफरेंस टा कहि दोची एटी आ कुछ एक्सप्लेन करिबा नै टिके मन रखि कि देखि देबे राइट पर्सनल मैनेजमेंट एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट ट्रेडिशनली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन द पर्सनल मैनेजमेंट डिपार्टमेंट वाज देयर बट currently human resource and human resource HRD department is there traditionally personal management कहउतिले but हमें modern era रे ना कोन कहउचे HR department and HRD human resource development department हम गवर्नमेंट रे HRD department अछि right so HRD department हमें और मैनेज रे ना हमें डेवलप को पळेले नि ना गोटे HRD चैप्टर पढिबा right so here in the personal management basically it is a traditional concept already I told you whereas HRM and HRD is a modern concept modern era right evolution हमें पढिले traditional और modern पर्यंत आसिले सेटा को ठीक एक्सटेंड कर देबे personal management it believe in the top down communication whereas human resource management believe in two-way communication top down means what only the superior can communicate with the subordinates but here two-way communication superior subordinate they will communicate to each other both are it is a participative concept no Here, not only the superior will only give instruction to the subordinate, subordinate also can communicate, means participate and share its views, ideas in front of the superior. That is the human resource management concept, right? Earlier, it was reactive, but presently it was proactive. Reactive means it is a very kind of, no? That is a revolution, industrial revolution, trade union movement, a reactive concept. But now it is a very polite, proactive concept. At that time, organization treated human being as a machinery, equipment, tool. पढ़ेली से fast सेटाको केमती use करथिले, right? Organization treated human being like a machinery, use it and throw it. But presently, organization treated giving more priority and giving more concern towards the employee. Employee is my first asset. Then after everything, right? Tapare jaha kichi. Earlier, it was a paternalistic approach. Already I told you, paternalistic means कौन वो पढ़े की असली, just ना. But now it is a participative approach. Participative, here we will work together. We are working together towards the goal and objective of the organization. Participative. Now employee and manager, employee and management, superior and subordinate, we will work together towards the goal of the organization. It is a participative concept. But earlier, this concept was there. Employee used orga for the only organization benefit. Seteବେଳେ employee कौन करथिला मु कहिली ना, social responsibility was completely zero. Employee towards the employee, towards the means responsibility of the employees towards the employees family, social responsibility concept was completely zero. But presently, organization giving more priority to the benefit of the organization, employee as well as the family. Aguru khali kaha prati concern thila? Only organization nijo prati. But now organization concern towards the organization itself, apart from this concern towards the employee as well as the family members of the employee. No? Here in the traditionally, organization कौन करथिला ना, only monetary benefit. Or monetary benefit is it can be motivated to the employees. But now monetary, non-monetary and many facilities providing by the organization for the employee motivation and job satisfaction. Earlier it was a centralized concept, but now it is a decentralized concept. Centralized means what? Autocratic. Only top-down approach. That is the power in one hand. But decentralized, it is a participative, two-way communication, two-way decision-making process. This is the present scenario. Right? It is a decentralized concept. It was a short-term perspective, बहुत छोटा objective fix करथिले, but now is a long-term perspective. The vision, mission, objective, strategy adopted by the organization for longer duration of time. It was maintenance oriented, obviously it was development oriented. How to develop manpower, human resource development, right? Through training and development, education facility, career planning, through performance appraisal, job evaluation, many concepts introduced by industry only to develop manpower. Employee development is an organizational development. If employee development is not there, organization cannot sustain, organization cannot develop. So give priority, more priority towards the employee so that the organization can develop. So this is all about your difference between personal management and human resource management. Ako 5 marks ro question jetela asibo, ako emte differentiation kariki lekhibe. Hela. So this is all about your unit 1. Sorry, unit 1 nahi, module 1, unit 1, 2, 3, everything we have completed. Right? Block 1 ro apanakro 1, 2, 3 unit ame complete kar dele. Right? Block 1 ro agote apanakar achi seti unit man rakhibe, human resource development chapter is there. That human resource development chapter we will discuss after completion of human resource management. Human resource management जेतले सरी जीवो तापर हम human resource development chapter टा मु पढेबी लास्ट रे हैला. तो अल्टीमेटली ब्लॉक 1 हम एठी कंप्लीट करले, हम एने शिफ्ट करले कोठी के ब्लॉक 2 एंड वी विल डिस्कस यूनिट 5. यस ना स्टूडेंट्स, क्लियर ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो चलंतु first we will discuss related to human resource management. The first chapter is job analysis. छोटे छोटे चैप्टर आको सुंदर भाव रे को पढ़िबे हैला wait a moment job analysis the first step of the human resource management first step of the human resource manager is job analysis जेमती हमें कहिले planning based on the planning organizing based on the organizing staffing
मैडम
then
ठीक अछि
directing then
जूम टा ଟିକେ कम करनाते जूम टा कम करंतु पूरा आसियो कम
तो पूरा
करंतु
आसुनी कि आपन को पूरा देखा जाउनी कि सर
ना ना
नहीं
ठीक कटि जाउची लेफ्ट साइड टा
नो मैम देखा जाए
लेफ्ट
ଜୁମ୍
देखा
ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଲେଫ୍ଟ ସାଇଡ୍ ଟା।
ये कौन जूम कमुनी पा अच्छा कह वेट कले गोटे मिनिट वेट करंतु
केमती आछि आपण मोबाइल करछन्ती
मोबाइल रे करछि पा
हां सेई पई जूम टा ये होनी
एटा देखिले एना देखा गला कि एटी
ओके
जूम बिल्कुल होनी एटी ओके जे एटी कोन होछि कहले
बहुत छोटा है जाଉଛି मैम
एटा बहुत छोट हो जाउछि देखिबा वेट अ मोमेंट
ଏଇଟା ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଆମେ ସ୍କ୍ରିନ୍ ଟା ଜୁମ୍ କରିପାରୁଛୁ।
मैम ऊपर
मैम
जो प्ले
ଆମେ ବି ସ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ ଟାକୁ
ଅଛି
ଜୁମ୍ କରିପାରିବା ମ୍ୟାମ୍
ଆମେ ଏଇଟା କରିପାରୁଛୁ
मैम ऊपर जो
और
प्ले ऑप्शन टा
ଆମେ
ଅଛି मैम
କରିପାରିବୁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଆପଣ
प्ले
କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟू କରନ୍ତୁ
ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଅଛି ମାରଲେ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ମାରଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି
मैम
से
प्लस
प्लस
रो
टा
लेफ्ट
मु
है
देखुଥିଲି
प्लस रो लेफ्ट है मैम
अच्छा एटा एटा तो मामा
ସେଟା ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଆଡ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ
राइट राइट ये कोन पळेला
ଏଇଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି
गोटे मिनिट रहंतु आर किछ ऑप्शन थिबो
ସେଟାକୁ PDF କୁ ଯଦି କन्वर्ट କରିକି ବି ଶୋ କରନ୍ତି ତ ଜूम ଏଟା
अच्छा ये कौन कॉन्सेप्ट ना अच्छा एटा मु पर एनालिसिस भल से करिवि हला आ ऊपर एना एटा बिल्कुल देखा जीवनी आकु छाड़ दियंतु हां आकु ए वाइज ही देखंतु वेट अ मोमेंट
ସମସ୍ତେ ପର୍ଟ୍ରେଟ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଠିକ ଦେଖାଯିବ।
एना देखा गला कि पूरा
पोर्ट्रेट
आसिला
पोर्ट्रेट ठीक
यस मैम
आगे
एटा
आगे
पूरा
मैम
आसिला ना
यस
ना
मैम
मैडम ठीक
हम्म,
ଅଛି ठीक ଅଛି ठीक ଅଛି एकदम ठीक ଅଛି।
ଏବେ ଠିକ ଅଛି
अच्छा वेरी अच्छा तो ठीक अछि देखा जाउछि त आपण मानको
ଆଜ୍ଞା
आगे
Photo,
मैम आगे
photo
यस
ଅଛି,
मैम
କହିବେ।
यस
अच्छा तो चलंतु व्हाट इज जॉब एनालिसिस सी जॉब एनालिसिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ HR manager. Through job analysis, we will go, the HR manager will do every activity. So job analysis, here, the organization not analysis the people, analysis its job. So we can say job analysis is a formal and detailed examination of job. काहाको इटे हम analysis करछे job को, and it is formal. Why it is formal? Because doing by the organization. And detailed analysis of the job where it is a systematic investigation जोटी हमें systematic investigation करूचे कौन ना the task duties and responsibility required to performing a job effectively and efficiently ता माने here कौन कहिले पिला माने job analysis said we have to analysis the job based on the job we will fix the individual in that particular place so here based on the job only what kind of in the organizational hierarchy what are the different jobs are there basing on this we have to analyze the job clearly means systematically and basing on this we will analyze the people what kind of people we will fix in that particular area what kind of task, duties, and responsibility we will assign the people in this particular area. This is what the job analysis. That defined by also Edwin B. Flippo. Edwin B. Flippo said, job analysis is a process of studying and collecting information relating to the task and responsibility of a specific job. It means we will collect information towards the job and we have to fix the person in that particular job. And this job analysis is the first step it is a primary step. Through this only the organization, the HR manager will go to the next step. Next step is the, after the job analysis, human resource planning. Means here we can identify how many, means what is the job criteria and what are the peoples are there. Basic on this, we will go for the human resource planning. Go to second. Right? Human resource planning. So job analysis, the organization doing job analysis through this human resource planning. Then we can say the recruitment, selection, training, performance appraisal, compensation, everything it can be possible through job analysis only. So job analysis having two most important factors. Job analysis means two components are there. And it having two most important factors. It related to what? It related to job description and job specification. Job description, based on the job description and job specification only, the organization will take the further step. पिलामाने एटा आकु ध्यान से देखिबे मोटा टिके ये करचे लैंडस्केप रे देखा जिबा आपण मानको हैला. So job analysis, it is the components of job analysis. Job analysis means it identifies two most important factor. It relates to two most important factor. It is job description and job specification. Now, what do you mean by job description? Job description is a written statement. The things, the contents related to this. It is a statement, means it is a, now a person while work in a particular area, what kind of job title, what kind of location, summary, now working condition, duties and responsibility should the organization will provide that particular person. That is a job description. And it can be possible based on the job specification only. Now job specification means what? The job specification is a statement where minimum human qualification required to do the job. What kind of title, what kind of responsibility, what kind of duties, what kind of things the organization will assign individuals and which area, whether top level, middle level, lower level, and what kind of designation the organization will provide in the job description, it can be possible based on the job specification. Here the organization will identify the individual, what? The minimum human qualification means here the organization will identify the individual qualification, experience, knowledge, skills, ability, talent. No? So basing on this only, the organization will fix that person in this particular area. So job specification is the most important factor where we will specify the people, specify the individual. Basing on this, we can fix the individual in the organizational hierarchy. Where job description is highly essential. Based on qualification, we can give the title. We will. कुहतु के किछि कहले कि पिला माने
Ma'am, whatever you teaching now, from where you will able to get?
Where?
This is not in our study material for us.
This is not your study material.
मतलब
Okay. The chapter it is not there in your study material. No? Okay. Okay. See, it is not there in your study material. Okay. See, whatever may be the things, no, we are there means I will discuss the chapter. No, presently we are discussing this chapter. No, this much is enough to attend your examination. I think so. Right? It is a small chapter. What is job analysis? What are the objective of job analysis? And what are the components of job analysis? This much only we will discuss in this chapter. And I will, I think you means what? You will attend at the time of your examination. Nah? It is enough to you. I think so.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Hella. It is a small chapter. See, job analysis, it is a very small chapter. What is job analysis? What is the objective? And what are the components of job analysis? This much. So, you have to, what if the question will come, it is a 5 to 8 mark question will come in your examination, right? And there you will explain in this way only what we have discussed right now.
Okay.
ठीक अछि ना
Okay, ma'am.
पिला माने yes ना आउ आडू एक्स्ट्रा किछि नाही सुनंतु
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
एति
ma'am. Yes.
Okay,
Please
madam.
continue.
किछि एक्स्ट्रा
ଯୋଉ
पढौनी हां
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ତଳେ ତାର ହଉଛି ଚାର୍ଟଟା ପିକ୍ଚର
ହୁଁ
ଚାର୍ଟଟା କଲେ ଆମେ ସେତିକି ଲେଖିବୁ ନା ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ
ଏତିକି
କରିବେ
ଏତିକି 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 ଆର ଆଉ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏତିକି ଜବ୍
ଆଜ୍ଞା
analysis it is a very small chapter
ଆଜ୍ଞା
HR manage it is a first activity of the HR manager what is job analysis you have to define first then what are the objectives of job analysis through job analysis human resource planning recruitment selection training performance appraisal you will means write in a one line then after it is the components of job analysis then components of job analysis is this is this much of this is only no these are the things it is there in your job analysis only so that need not to explain it is a 5-mark question or maximum to 8-mark question hela
बाबू
बुझी गले तो yes na
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
so
Yes, madam.
components
Please
is
continue.
this job specification and job description job specification that contains is the things are these and job description the things are these basing on these organization will fix the manpower in the organizational hierarchy right and through this we will discuss human resource planning and human resource planning is a chapter it is a quite important and big chapter and it is there in your book ସେଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବୁକ୍ସ ରେ ଅଛି ହେଲା
Okay, ma'am.
ଠିକ ପିଲାମାନେ ମୁଁ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଯାଉଛି human resource planning now we will discuss human resource planning see job analysis already we have completed first we will discuss the introduction to human resource planning after job analysis the HR manager will go for the human resource planning now see why the organization doing human resource planning first organization doing human resource planning to know these 4 factors. It means to know the quality and quantity of the people and to know the anticipated and unanticipated vacancies. Quality and quantity of the people. Here, the organization, quality and quantity of the manpower. Quality, it stands for what? Quality means through this human resource planning, already we have discussed in the job analysis chapter, no? The organization will identify the knowledge, skill, ability, qualification, experience, everything of the individual. Quality. And quantity means what? The number of manpower required for the organization. It means what quality and how many person we need for the future. Right? To know these things, the organization doing human resource planning. Where to know the anticipated and unanticipated vacancies also. Anticipated and unanticipated. Now, anticipated means what? Anticipated means we can predict how many number of people it required in the nearest future. Right? Anticipation, prediction. Unanticipated means what? Unanticipated means we don't know what will happen in the future, but still what we will do? We will take some step for the future. Unanticipated. Vacancies will be there in the future. So, for example, anticipated vacancies will be there in the nearest future. Anticipated, how we can anticipate how many number of people, how many number of manpower we need for the nearest future, we can predict right now. केमती predict करिबा पिला माने? How? केमती predict करिबा?
on the
हमको
on the basis of retirement
very nice. Very good. On the basis of retirement. कौन कहले?
productivity ବଢିବ ତାହେଲେ କେତେ ଜଣ extra ନବାକୁ ପଡିବ
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ତ ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲିୟର ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କ୍ଲିୟର ପିକ୍ଚର ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି କୋଟା କହିଲେ on the basis of retirement number of person will retire at the year of 2026 25 end of the 2025 now we have to go for the fresh recruitment 2025 or 2026 nearest the future anticipated we can predict we can we know how much manpower it will vacant in the nearest future unanticipated vacancies we don't know Still, we have to take this step. Unanticipated vacancies, people will give their resignation.
Resignation.
Resignation ଦେଇଦେବେ, resign their job. ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛେ କି କେତେ ଜଣ resign କରିବେ?
No.
ଜାଣିନେ. Employee labor turnover. Employee
Maybe
will leave the job.
transfer. Maybe transfer to.
Transfer, maybe transfer. Right? Transfer କରିବେ. Transfer ଟା somehow ଆମେ ତ ଆହୁରି ମାନେ କିଛିଟା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, ଆମର ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ପଢିବା ସାର୍, ସେତେବେଳେ କଣ ହବ ନା ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉଟା କି ଟେନ୍ୟୁର ୱାଇଜ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର, ପ୍ରତି 2 ବର୍ଷରେ କି ବର୍ଷରେ ଲୋକ ଯିବେ, ସେଟା ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛେ। ବଟ୍ ସମଟାଇମ୍ସ ପେନାଲ୍ଟି ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ଅଛି, ପେନାଲାଇଜ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର, ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ଆମେ ଲୋକକୁ ସେଠି ଯଦି ବାହାର କରିବା, ସେଠି ଆମେ ନୂଆ ଆଣିବା ଫ୍ରେଶ ଇଏ। କିନ୍ତୁ somehow ଯଦି ଆମେ କ୍ଲିୟର କଟ୍ ପିକ୍ଚର ଏଠି ନବା, anticipated vacancies through people will leave the organization, that is the basically we can say what, retirement. Unanticipated vacancies, people will resign their job due to various reasons, right? And due to basically we see sometimes anticipated and unanticipated, এটা দুইটা আগরে ଯିବେ, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣଙ୍କର termination factor, right? Resignation, termination, retirement. Termination sometimes anticipated, termination sometimes unanticipated, right? Sometimes why it is anticipated? Na gote loko continuously बहुत दिन ହେଲା ଆମେ notice ଦଉଛେ ସେ ଲୋକ ସେ କଥାକୁ ମାନୁନି, ଶୁଣୁନି, right? So we have to take step in that particular area. So that is anticipated. ଏଇଟା ଆମେ କରିବାର ଥିଲା, because ସେ ଲୋକଟା ସେମିତି ଥିଲା, not accepting rules and regulations of the organization, against the rules of policy of the organization, doing unethical practice, right? So that is anticipated. But unanticipated what? That the person is doing some kind of crime in a that particular situation, sometimes of crime, right? जोटा कि हम आगे जाके पढ़िबा याको separation, employee separation रे मु पढ़ेबी, resignation, termination, retirement, death, ए सब आपनको सेठी आसीबो, मु पढ़ेबी केते प्रकार separation नै परिबा organization, right?
Yes.
So this is what the dear students, anticipated and unanticipated vacancies. Due to this reason, organization doing human resource planning, and it is necessary through human resource, through job analysis only we can go for the human resource planning, and through human resource planning only we can go for the recruitment, fresh recruitment and selection. And through this we can identify how much of manpower, how many manpower it require for the nearest future, right? This is the concept of human resource planning. While we will go for the definition of human resource planning, two most important definitions are here. You can see this slide here, right? Human resource planning or human resource planning, the other name of the human resource planning we can call as a manpower planning, right? Human resource planning and manpower planning is the process by which an organization ensure that has the right number and right kind of people at the right place and at the right time. See, 4R is highly essential for the human resource planning. Human resource planning means right number, right kind, right place, right time, right number of people, not more than that, not less than that. Right number means we need 100 manpower. 100 manpower means 100 only we select 100 manpower, not more than that, not less than that. More than that, it will treated as a means what? The basically what organization will face, more mean plenty of manpower will be there. Now what the people will do in the organization? Less number of manpower is there, then what will happen, right? So here we will discuss, no? Hela. So here right number means what is the basically as per the requirement of the organization, neither more than that nor less than that, right? Right kind means the qualification, experience, knowledge, skills, ability, right kind. Right place where we need Bhubaneswar in a particular place, and right time tomorrow 10 o'clock. Right? Right number, right kind, right place, right time. These four things, it relates to the effectively ପିଲାମାନେ କିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ ହଉଛି mute କରିଦବ. These four things, it relates to effectively and efficiently complete the task. It will help to achieve the organizational objective. This 4R relates to what? That if the 4R the organization will adapt properly, then the people must be effective, people must be efficient, so that the organization will achieve its objectives. Right? So this is what the first definition of human resource planning. Another most important factor is that human resource planning is a forward-looking function. It tries to access manpower requirement in advance, keeping the production schedule, market fluctuation, and demand forecasting. Eta ko bhi man rakhibe. Human resource planning is a forward-looking function. What will happen in the future? How many number of people, manpower we need for the nearest future? We can predict right now, and we can take this step right now. It is a forward-looking function. And it tries to access manpower requirement in advance. How? Through keeping the production schedule, market fluctuation, and demand forecasting. See, in a just an answer deythile, madam, ami kemiti manpower ko hire kariba na on the basis of productivity. If the productivity is increasing, then we have to need more manpower. So production schedule said, if the productivity is more, organization making more productivity, then we need more manpower. Market fluctuation, sometimes market it is there in a up condition, sometimes it is market it is there in a down condition. If market it is there in a up condition, then we can sell more product in the market. Again, we need more manpower. As for the demand of the product, demand forecasting. So here demand of the product, the demand of the product, no customer choose the product or customer not like the product. So demand of the product is there or not. So these three factors are interrelated and interdependent to each other. If the demand of the product means market it is there in a up condition, market it is there in a up condition means we need more productivity. Right? So the entire things, it belongs to the demand and supply. More demand, more supply. Less demand, less supply. More demand, we need more productivity. More productivity means we need more manpower. Less demand means less supply. Less supply means we have to reduce the manpower in the organization. So it is not only for the human resource management. पिलामाने जो demand Hey, पिलामाने किए गोटे crowd है लापुनी, है ला? Human demand and supply, it is not only applicable for the manpower, it is not only applicable for the human resource. Demand and supply, entire market होची demand and supply रो situation मन रखितांतो. More demand माने आपनका supply अधिक होबा दरकार. यदि supply अधिक करिबेनी ताले कोन हबो market रे आपनकर price बढ़ी जिवो. आपनकर डिमांड अछि केते ना मार्केट रे डिमांड अछि बहुत हाई एना धरंतु गोल्ड रो रेट बहुत हाई अछि काहे कि ना डिमांड अधिक अछि सप्लाई कम अछि सेति पई कोन होछि गोल्ड प्राइस बहुत हाई रे चलछि जेते आपनकर सिंपल ए जो ग्रोसरी आपनकर वेजिटेबल छोटे छोटे जिंस आगे जेते आपनकर मार्केट रे बहुत हाई जाउछि प्राइस काहे कि ना डिमांड होछि अधिक सप्लाई होछि कोन कम जेते डिमांड अधिक होछि सप्लाई कमी जाउछि सेठी कोन हो जाउछि प्राइस आपनकर हाई हो जाउछि. So entire market is a demand and supply situation. No, the process of demand and supply. It is not only applicable to the organization and human resource, it is but also applicable for everywhere. No, the demand and supply concept. Right? So here, based on your definition, we will discuss the process of human resource management. What is demand? What is supply? Right? So based on your definition, we will discuss the process, methods, or technique of human resource planning. आमे आ वाइज मु एटा को डिस्कशन आपन को नेक्स्ट क्लास रे करिबी हैला. We will discuss human resource planning based on your definition only. What is demand? What is supply?
Madam?
More demand.
Hello?
More supply, less
Madam?
demand. आज्ञा
Hello?
कौन
Yeah,
कौन
madam, can you share the block 1 PPT in group?
Madam, whatever you taught us today, we will get that in WhatsApp, right?
no
Ma'am,
कौन
whatever
हाँ
you taught us today, we will get that in WhatsApp, right?
So
जहाँ जहाँ
the
भी
slide
हमको
are you talking about the slide?
yes, slides and whatever topic you gave us today, all those things we will get in WhatsApp, right?
No. See. After completion of the class,
Yes.
The management department is there. They will share you everything in your group.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? After completion
ma'am.
the class, after completion
Okay,
of the class, your department will share you everything, every slide,
Okay.
everything, every material in your group. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. चलो, thank you.
मैम
मैं disturb कर ली?
मैम
हाँ,
Thank you.
कुहନ୍ତୁ।
मैम जो टॉपिक हमको पढ़ा होची तार रिगार्डिंग जो क्वेश्चन आसी पारे एग्जाम में प्रोबेबिलिटी
Mo question कहबी I will discuss the probability question after your completion of your syllabus. I will discuss the probable question.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके मैम
Important
madam.
question, no? What kind of question? No?
ओके
The
Question
pattern
ଟା
of
ଟିକେ
question,
physical
what
କଲ
kind
ଆଉ।
of physically
Thank you.
हमरा physically आपण जेतବେଳେ physical class हबनी कि सेतेबेले हम question discussion करिबी।
ओके मैम
ठीक अछि मैडम।
अच्छा
थैंक यू
नाइ
मैम
जदी नाइ जो माने अटेंड करिवेनी ताहाले मु आगुआ ऑनलाइन रे भी क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन कर देबी जो माने आसी परिबेनी कहिबे हला ताहाले मु
Yes,
आपन को ऑनलाइन रे हां जो माने अवेलेबल हेई परिबेनी ऑफलाइन रे ताहाले मु ऑनलाइन रे भी क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन कर देबी किछि प्रॉब्लम नै आपण माने को जोड़ा
मैम ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन बोथ में ऑप्शन टी रखंतु जो माने जाई न परिवे सो दैट से माने भी पाई परिवे जिते गले
Definitely.
होता कथा
थैंक यू सो मच हां कोंतु
ऑफलाइन
मैम आई
केबे कोन प्रोसीड होची मैम
ऑफलाइन सेटा देबे नोटिस देबे आपनकर ये डिपार्टमेंट नोटिस दबो टाइमिंग टा मॉर्निंग रे रहइबो 8 o'clock रो बते स्टार्ट हबो कि कोन करिवे 8 टू कोन गोटे करिवे सेटा आपनकर डिपार्टमेंट आपनको कन्वे करिवो मेसेज
थैंक यू सो मच मैम बस आई विल सजेस्ट यू
थैंक यू